Blessings and welcome to all of my fellow Virgos out there. This is Synergized Tarot by Tammy, and this is your Team Tarot reading, whether it's your Sun, Moon, or Rising sign in Virgo. And I'm a Virgo rising, so deeply connected to Virgos. I also have Uranus and Pluto in Virgo energy. So I always encourage all to always look at their Sun, Rising, and Moon sign readings. So this month, before I go into the reading, because it's going to be pretty powerful this month here, I just want to send out a lot of love and gratitude to those who support each and every month by subscribing to it, and those who share videos. I'm truly, truly grateful. I was just looking, and most of my videos are from who share, or most people who subscribe and come to my channel is to share videos. So I'm so grateful for that. Thank you so much for all your support there. So, and of course, if you ever want a personal reading from me, all links are below to email address and website. So Virgo, let's get into this month here. Wow, one of the cards that we did receive is called Discontent Muses. So we're going to read a little bit about that. But I also pulled some seashell oracles for us. And one does say, feeling overburdened and swamped. This is called the Mangrove Murex. So we feel a little overburdened, and we need to be careful that we're not taking on too much, right? Venus Comb Murex. These crazy names for these seashells, but this is all about a healthy self-centeredness, self-love, focusing on one's needs, discovering and living one's truth. That's what we're going to do this month here. We're going to be the Venus Comb Murex here. Living one's truth. So let's read the discontent here for us. And this is the number 8. So, dissatisfaction, seeking, searching, conclusions. Sooner or later in our evolutionary process, each of us begins to realize that it's not the having that fulfills our soul, but rather it's the act of creating that brings us satisfaction. Contentment is in what we've created, no matter how grand, inevitably subsides, and our creative juices once again long to flow. That's why the once ideal partner ceases to mesmerize. The perfect job eventually becomes mundane, and the great adventure becomes tedious. Although there's a lot to be said for enjoying what we have now, we must nevertheless respect the fact that our basic nature as creative beings is to create. Without the process, we can't be fully content, at least not for long. Your muses are present, and they call on you now to embrace your creative discontent and undertake new projects. Their message, see your frustration, has a longing to learn more, expand more, dare more, and create more. That is a very strong message, and I definitely received a very strong one myself here in that message. So that is why I feel we have this beautiful connection to this seashell, because it is discovering and living one's truth. And that's what I feel some of us are going to do, because maybe we haven't felt as contented that we want. Yes, we're always wanting to learn more and create more, and that's making sure that we aren't staying, stagnant. And maybe this is why we're feeling overburdened. Maybe we are really tapping into our muses and wanting to be more creative and fulfilling our own desires. But let's go into the first house here, Virgo, for us, and see how the self position, how that is starting for us. First card for us, Virgo. Okay. Wow. Success recognition. How awesome to start this reading. So this is a month to, again, having to go back to this Venus Comb Murex. It's all about healthy self-centeredness, self-love. That is why you're receiving the recognition, and I feel that's why you may have really felt overwhelmed. Maybe you have been really conquering your dreams, working hard on your a journey, fulfilling the desires at work that maybe there's a lot going on at work that you have to meet some type of deadline, but it looks like it'll all pay off. It'll all pay off for those Virgos who've been waiting for some type of recognition. Oh my goodness, little cutie. I was like, what is going on there? So, yes, there's a little wind outside, so I think she hears that here. So, her name's Mila. So, let's see. Let me pull another card. Wow, these eclipses are going to affect us. They're going to affect us, but what it's giving us is some type of success and recognition that we need to focus. And like I said, we're going to be really connecting to the 5th and 11th house for those eclipses. So we'll talk a little bit about it as we get there. But yes, it shows that this is a wonderful time to receive some type of success through the cycles of the moon, waiting until these eclipses. Maybe we started something back in where, and now this is the time that we are going to receive the recognition that we want through our success, through all of our hard work, right? So let's go to the 2nd house, and that's our finances and resources. So let's see how our finances and resources are doing in the month of July here, Virgo. So let's see here. 2nd house. The Hermit. Okay, the angel of reflection. So it looks like there's something, maybe we've been waiting for something, right? Maybe a change in our finances and resources. It looks like things maybe aren't as stable as we'd like it to be here, Virgo, because we have been learning something. We have been listening to our own understanding and living one's truth. And sometimes when we live one's truth and we are seeking the guidance, our finances suffer. But it's still this recognition that is showing through, even though there might not be a big monetary part of this this recognition. But let me see here. I wanted to say something about that. Okay. Yeah, I do feel things have been cloudy in our resources here, Virgo. I can understand that, but things are going to get clearer. When we follow a path of healers, and we are the hermit, right? We're healers. I feel a lot of us are hearing the calling, and we're living our truth. And that means that a lot of us aren't going to make the resources that we want, because it's like we have to still learn how to be without, right? Part of, I feel, uh, growing spiritually and seeking guidance is really fulfilling every little step to learn everything. But I do feel there's recognition now from something that we have been doing here as healers. It's a long time for this recognition, maybe a long time to see some type of clearance through maybe what we do for a living. Maybe this is because we are following our truth. And like I said, when we do that, sometimes our finances suffer because we really are doing something we truly love. And I can really attest to that, because that, for me, I'm a tarot reader. Obviously, I don't make as much money as I used to, as in the corporate world, but that is part of my life, and I just feel like it's a long time coming, but I've never given up on focus of being a tarot reader and a healer. That I always have felt like there will always be a break. There will be some type of light and clearance to show me that this is what I should be truly doing, right? And that's what I feel the eclipse is doing, because, yeah, part of this eclipse, that lunar eclipse, is going to be in our 5th house. And that is about our creative ideas. And I feel we've been waiting a long time for changes, because we have Saturn and Pluto in there really uh, making sure we understand our pathway and what we need to do to get there, and the challenges we have to face, and being without to realize we always have. That's the whole thing, is that is a lesson to always know, even, and I've always have had what I need, being a tarot reader and doing what I truly love. It may not be like what it was in the past, but I am totally fine with that, because I couldn't imagine going back to what I was doing after being able to do what I truly love to do. And boy, it hasn't been a journey. And that's why I have this strong, you know, passionate desire to really give others this advice, to really believe in themselves, and seek solace guidance, and take time for meditation and wisdom and insight. This is everything that I did, and it was all because of Uranus being in Aries for the last years for us Virgos, and that is all about Uranus in Aries in the eighth house is all about own willpower to change something, to transform. And of course, the eighth house is the occult house. It is all about learning about tarot reading and astrology. And so I delved deeply. It was like huge transformation coming from the corporate military business. Then all of a sudden being this free flowing, buoy, has people say out there person. But I have loved every step. And part of the steps, part of learning what it's all about is going through that journey to get there. So if it was always easy, we probably wouldn't appreciate the little things and those things that we need to really look at along the way as we go on our journey. So sorry about that. I just felt like I needed to say that. So anyway, third house, choice in the cup. So we have some choices that we need to make this month, and it's through some type of communication. Choices about maybe where our career is headed. We're going to have to make some type of choice here. So let me pull another card here. And this is about our wishes being fulfilled. What wish do you want to complete now? What is it that is going to give you this recognition? Because I do feel with the 11th house is our hopes, wishes, and dreams house. We have something coming through that's going to allow us to really fulfill one of our wishes, right? So let me pull one more card in the third house. And we've got beautiful roses, and that's all about joy and love and romance and happiness. Again, I see recognition from something that you have wanted to fulfill. It's like you're finally getting to that place where you're going to receive the recognition, Virgo, for like it's been a long time coming. So let's go to the fourth house, and the fourth house is our home life, right? And we have Jupiter in there blessing us. And this definitely is a big change, and I've been feeling it in the fourth house. Definitely with Jupiter being there and getting ready to sell a home and having it be at the right time. I felt like Jupiter would really bless me if I waited. And Jupiter, where I live at, the market is definitely a seller's market right now. And waiting until the right time is the blessing. Knowing how to connect and believe in that. When the universe shows you that that's the right time, you'll know it. And boy, do I know it's the right time here. Son of Wands, determination. So you're going to have a lot of determination. I know I have to, have a lot of determination to sell a house. It's a big move, a big change. And that's what the Nine of Wands saying is, if this is what you are wanting to do, then, fight for it. Don't give up. Do it. Put things into action. Start planning. And that's what the fourth house is. There's a lot of things going on in the house that you're changing here, Virgo. And you're trying to find, I feel a lot of us Virgos are changing, where we live at, changing our environment and trying to figure out which way would be the best pathway to go, right? I do feel there's choices. There's choices for us Virgos in our home life. And I feel there's some type of pathway. And again, I'm feeling like abundance if you're wanting to sell your house here, Virgo. Wow, I feel like you will receive the finances and abundance. If you want to buy a house, excuse me, and you're determined to do it now, it looks like you'll have luck to buy that house if you're determined enough to do that. If this is a wish for you, I feel things are going to get clearer and you'll have success. I feel like some of you will find that right place to live, be able to sell your home and get a great profit off it. So let's go to the fifth house. And the fifth house is where we're having that lunar eclipse in Capricorn on July 16th. So a lot of restructuring going on with Pluto in Capricorn in our fifth house, our love affairs, really transforming and changing our how we connect to our children and also with our creative ideas. And that's why I feel for some of us Virgos, we've had to really learn a lot of lessons in our fifth house. And I know I understand that for sure. So, it's like Saturn wants us to find the right love and until the time is right. And I feel this lunar eclipse is really showing us that we are changing how we think about love, changing maybe how we figure out how to create things. Maybe this is about a big change. And like I've been thinking, Virgo, I do a live reading on one of the eclipses, and that's a big change for me that I need to do. But it's like there needs to be something uh, to focus, to receive recognition, and it has something to do with our career, our creative ideas. So let's go to the fifth house and pull a card here for us Virgos. And we have, oh, wow, yes, the Queen of Wands, creativity. Creativity, wow. So, like I said, I feel like with the fifth house, Saturn and Pluto haven't been easy with us being in the fifth house. But what they're saying to us, and with that a lunar eclipse, is this is giving you more ability to create. And the Queen of Wands is being able to really focus on those creations and make things happen now. So that's what I feel is we are going to start to feel the creativity again, the flow. And that's why, remember, we had this discontent muses. We're going to start to focus and connect to our muses. We are going to live our truth as we are and understand now there will be new creative possibilities. So I understand this. I need to be creative. I need to do that live reading. It's going to be a big change and a difficult one for me because as Virgos, you know, we're perfectionists. So that is a strong message, is believe in your creativity, make some changes, live your truth. And if you're not feeling content, then there's something that you need to do here, Virgo, to make the right choices for that. So the fifth house, yeah, look at this. And the number 5. So this is about making the changes to be more creative so that you can really follow your soul purpose, to be a healer, to be whoever you are. You know, this is all about your creative potential to really grow and prosper and have the abundance and feeling very deeply loved. So let's see here. Let's go to the sixth house. Oh, I want to pull some love romance angel cards for us. Because, yes, the fifth house is really, you know, it's some of us have had to wait, you know, with Saturn Pluto really changing how we think about love and how we connect to love and what we, you know, I feel that for us single Virgos, you know, it's really about not trying to be such a perfectionist in love, too. Um, but let's see, honeymoon and trust. Is that beautiful, right? So there could be this month of having a lot of fun, love, and romance, going on some type of holiday bliss, trusting in whatever you're feeling in love. This is a month just to trust, and if there's a time to go and have a vacation, to have some fun, just do it. It's like, you know, I feel like this is our lucky break with this lunar eclipse in Capricorn. Maybe it's finally allowing us to have some fun, right? Getting us out, and we just need to trust what Saturn and Pluto are doing for us. So I want to pull one more card here, and very soon, very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. So, yes, what do you want? You have choices, right? So clearly decide what you want and then to make it happen, because things will get clear. You'll receive the success that you want. We are really focusing on our creative potential, what we can do. Uh, it's action time and creativity time, and for us to be very determined on our goals here. Wow, I love this, and I feel like we're just gonna have to deal with, you know, feeling overwhelmed. But I do feel as long as we keep connecting to spirit and meditate, to stay grounded, we should be fine. Chemistry. Chemistry. So there's going to be, there's a strong magnetic attraction here. So that's the fifth house, right? Chemistry, a magnetic attraction. So, let's see. Very soon, it looks like you're going to connect to someone. As Virgos who are single, looking for someone who can really ignite our fire. And maybe a strong Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries that are maybe connecting to in love, Virgo. So let's go to the sixth house. The sixth house is our house, right, Virgo? We are the sixth house. It's all about our day-to-day life, our health regime, our flow that we are in every day of our life. Let's see if anything's going on there. Virgo, there we go. Indifference. So we see the four, sorry about that. We see the Four Cups here, and I feel this is about not feeling as I'm feeling like, with the Four of Cups, not as emotionally satisfied that you would like to be in your day-to-day life. And it does say disappoint indifferences. So I feel like there has been some type of indifference and situations happening in your day-to-day life that has not been easy. This could be about loneliness and being away from others, and maybe this is about getting healthier. So let's see here. Let's pull one more card. Being discontented. That's it. Being discontented. So if we are, it's really important for us to get into that energy, to get centered and balanced and grounded, to connect to our muses, to our angels and guides here. Yeah, this energy is really going to help us make some choices here. The next step that we need to take in our pathway. Tower. So the tower, so a big change is coming now, right? And the tower can be about health. So if there has been something unhealthy that you need to take care of, it's like you need to go see the doctor. You need to make sure you're taking care of your health. Somehow, some way, whatever we have been discontented in our daily life, we're going to change that. And this could be a big sudden change that be happening through these eclipses. We have the moon right here showing us to be prepared for anything to change. I feel like our day-to-day life is not going to be boring anymore, and we're not going to be feeling discontented. We really are going to be powerful healers and really use our Virgo energy to create and be inspired. So let's see here. Let me pull a card for the 7th house, relationships, partnerships. Oh my gosh, Ace of Cups, love. So yeah, some of us those are in the committed relationship. Obviously, love is flowing. But I feel like there is a strong connection to a new love coming for a commitment for those who have been looking for. There does seem to be some type of chemistry, some type of you're just going to have trust in it. Trust. So, yes, relationships, committed partnerships, love flowing, emotional happiness. No kidding. A commitment. No kidding here, Virgo. Look at this. So, that's why I see this honeymoon, right? You've got to trust in your feelings this month. You have an opportunity for a strong commitment coming your way. And, wow, it looks like for some of us Virgos, we are going to find this beautiful love connection and get out of some type of loneliness for a new commitment. Yes, new desire. Love that. So, yes, full of love this month here. Desire, commitment, romance, fun. So it could be, it's important to be social. We can't be a hermit if we want to find that love connection. So a lot of us need to get out there. The 11th house is where that solar eclipse in Cancer is going to be. So it's about us getting out there and meeting new people and connecting to friends. So let's see, the 8th house, transformation, preparing. We are preparing for a new journey. The 3 of Wands is really focusing on the changes that we are seeing here. There's going to be a new journey and we are going to find success, love. So this is good. Whatever is changing for us Virgos, it's allowing us to plan for something very positive. That is going to allow us to fulfill our destiny, our journey, right? So let's pull another card here in the 8th house here. Spiritual growth, maturity here. So yeah, it's like this is the time, it's like we have matured, Virgo. We've really had to learn a lot. We had to go through our own healing before we could be healers. To make some changes, we had to really listen to our own guidance and believe in our our own truth, right? So yes, we are moving on to the 9th house, and that is all about our wisdom. And guess what? Uranus is in there, right? Uranus is in our 9th house for lots of wisdom and insight. So let's see what kind of wisdom we're receiving from the 9th house with Uranus being in there. Oh, I know I've been really receiving a lot of insight and wisdom, and just like I can't turn it off. It's awesome. The King of Cups. Wow, a commitment. That's what the wisdom, the insight from our guides, our higher self is saying. Wow, King of Cups, commitment. We already see the King of Cups energy here with the Ace of Cups. There is the ring. Wow, some of us, I feel, are going to receive some type of proposal. Wow, love. This is great. So, that is the message that we're receiving, the wisdom. Be prepared for commitment and really fulfilling something artistically, creatively for us too. But yes, this is the time for love, romance, and getting out of the obstacles and challenges. So this is what I'm saying. I've been waiting for a long time. And this is what these eclipses are doing, is changing and shifting that, so that now we can have this new love and commitment. So let's go to the, where are we at? 10th house, 10th house. So let's see, our career and destiny house. Let's see what our 10th house. Wow, oh my gosh, freedom, Four of Wands. And the Four of Wands is also marriage, commitment, partnerships, love. Wow, I don't know what's going on for us Virgos, but boy, it's about time, right? So there's a lot of harmony in love this month for those who are in a committed relationship. It's just like love is flowing. Others are moving into the next level of commitment. Others going to find a new commitment. Ah, and it's like a new freedom for us. We are in the 10th house and freedom. I just feel some of us in the 10th house of our career and destiny. We know we need to be free to be able to do what we love to do, and embrace our truth. So let's see another card here. Yes, wow. Just seeing a lot of cards. Whoa, that one wanted to fly out. With the snake hair. So yes, it's like a freedom. I feel some of us need to break free from something that we've been doing that hasn't been working for us, maybe. So some of us are changing our gears, like maybe focusing on a new pathway, or really focusing on our creative ideas more, and making some changes there. So yes, it does look like we are changing things in our current destiny to be more free to create, more free. So I'm seeing like some of us Virgos are going to leave our regular job to really create our truth, live our truth, be a hermit, and find the light, your own light, right? But what it does is you will receive a lot more freedom to explore who you are. And it's like I feel a lot of us Virgos are planning to be healers. All of us are really opening up and awakening, right, to believe in what we are receiving. And us Virgos are here to receive the light and heal others. So yeah, some of us Virgos are freeing ourselves from some type of job to really live our truth. So let's go to the 11th house. The 11th house, there's a lot going on in the 11th, 12th house. That is why a karmic cycle, ending karma coming to us, finding someone through karma. Yeah, the 10th, 11th house here, from Swords. So loss. So, the 11th house is going to have that eclipse in there. So there is going to be something that's going to change for us in that 11th house. That maybe to deal with friends, organizations, associations, maybe something of a creative project, something like I said, there'll be some type of loss, something that you're going to have to change to be more free to create and explore. But the Five of Wands is a challenge, and that's why I feel all this beautiful love energy is happening, and I feel there's a lot of creative. It's like you are really going to follow your dreams now. It's like you're going to believe in the choices, your own light, and break free. It is going to be a challenge. That's what I feel is a challenge to fulfill your hopes, wishes, and dreams. But you are going to believe in that because of so much happening in our 12th house here. So much of our 12th house energy this month, positive. So yes, challenges and loss turns into a positive thing. So challenge yourself. It looks like you're going to have to walk away from something. Maybe it can be friends. It can be, something you really wanted to complete, but see the light that maybe you need to do something else, make some other choices here. But positive. So let's see, 12th house, 12th house. Let's go to that house there. The 12th house is the connection to all that is, to our angels and guides and secrets. And let's see. Okay, no kidding. Spirituality, Knight of Cups, no kidding. So, with so much happening in our 12th house, uh, there's going to be the sun eventually there, and Venus, and Mars, and Mercury. I mean, there's just a party going on in our 12th house, and then I guess a new moon on the 31st. So, there's a growth in our spirituality. There is a very karmic connection to someone who's going to give us some type of commitment and love. We've got the Knight of Cups. We've got the Ace of Cups. We got the King Cups. Okay, that is all about finding someone who's going to emotionally fulfill us Virgos, who's ready for a commitment in love, and it's very spiritual. It may be connected to someone who is very spiritual, like ourselves here, Virgo. So look at that. I feel it may be a strong connection to a water energy, a Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces. But this is what the 12th house, with all that energy happening, we are going to be so connected to our angels and guides. And it's so important that we meditate and connect to the moon's energy and really focus on what's happening and what is being shown to us here. We're being shown the light. That's what we're being shown. And we just have to really follow that. And through disappointment, through loss, this is what we get. We're releasing something from the past, something of an obstacle that we couldn't get through. But what it gives us is something else that's going to give us more freedom and stability and recognition. Here we go in the books of secrets. Remember, I said there's some type of secret. This is the 11th house. Excuse me, the 12th house. This is the secret house too. So I feel there's a secret coming out for some. Like an unexpected love connection, someone who we have a secret crush on, us Virgos here. But knowledge also. This is about knowledge and more wisdom and insight coming through your own spiritual connection. So the more that you are meditating and researching and learning and connecting, the more knowledge that we will be able to receive here, Virgo. So the last card, just a karma card to kind of understand what the energy is going to be like with these eclipses for us here, Virgos, by 2nd and 16th. So affecting our 5th and 11th house here. Virgo. Okay. Wow, we get 2. Yeah. Archangel Gabriel. And this is why we get 2, because our spiritual connection, we need to tap into Archangel Gabriel. We need to be that architect. We are receiving how to build our own, kingdom. We are here. We are going to be creative. We are architects now. It's like we're receiving the wisdom and insight here. I mean, this is a strong message, and I have to read it to you because I feel this is something that we need to hear for us Virgos here before I close up here. So let's read Archangel Gabriel that we need to call upon as we start to create and make some changes for our destiny. Gabriel is the divine messenger, the archangel of communication. So a strong connection to communicating this month to others. He comes with a trumpet and scroll as well as 2 gentle sparrows, signifying powerful yet peaceful expression. On his chest, he wears the crest of Mercury, the god of communication. This loving angel carries the sacred words of truth into the world and brings them easily to you. So, of course, we are connected to Archangel Gabriel because Mercury is our ruler. And yes, there seems to be some type of communication. We do have Mercury in retrograde for most of the month. So something from the past, something coming to communicate to have us understand something here, Virgos. When this card appears upright, it indicates a profound connection to this wonderful presence. Your power of expression is on the rise now. You will have an easier time communicating with others, expressing your feelings, and even working on projects involving communication. Such as publishing, counseling, teaching, mediumship, journalism, marketing, radio, or television. Now is the time for any of these endeavors. But no matter what you do, remember the power of words. Call on Gabriel to inspire you and let yourself sing out. Wow. Is that not a strong connection to us Virgos this month here? I love it. And the last message here, the one of keys here, us being the architect here, and finding the success. The key to our kingdom is waiting for us here. So here we go. A man and woman in rich Egyptian dress stand at a table filled with structural drawings and measuring utensils. He is the architect of all they survey, and he points to an unseen building in this expansive project. Throughout the scene, workers toil on foundations, pylons, and palaces. I'm coming back to this connection to home and family and maybe making some changes. Architect, right? Building your own home, doing something in the home to grow and expand to make it better. Yes, that's what we're doing here, Virgos. At a mundane level, you could find yourself involved in a building project or renovating or redecorating your home or workplace. Most important, this card shows that it's time for you to step into a position of power. In order to do that, you must recognize your talents and strengths, as well as your authority to take charge. An opportunity beckons that utilizes your skills perfectly. Feel the command you have over the great scope of this situation and take charge. Wow, is that not just asking us to be the Venus Chimerics? We need to live in our own truth, and we are learning and being guided. Our spirituality is on fire this month here. This is interesting. This is the only major arcana card. The card that we are connected to, Virgos. This is about looking towards the light, listening to our own guidance, knowing that if things have taken a long time, it's for us to seek and learn that wisdom first. But look at these. Look at this love here. Oh my goodness. Our emotions, we are going to be filled with love. No kidding here. The Nine of Cups, the King of Cups, the Ace of Cups. I can't even hold all these in hand because there's so many. And the fishies here. Wow. Let's really focus on this love and romance this month. And something about the water. Something about the water here. It definitely looks like we need to go take a vacation by the water here. So much love to all of you Virgos. I'm just wishing all the best through these eclipses. And if you ever want a personal reading, please check out links below. And until the next time, with pure love, this energy, Tammy.